Hey, what's going on, boys? Swaggys here, now, and for today we'll be reacting to a newer video that was recently uploaded like a few days ago now. Yeah, 9 days ago by Bizabizow, and this is I think their second addition to the sister location plushies here. So overall, let's get down to it. No more distractions. Please go check that video yourself here. Link down below. And of course, without further ado, just please go check them out. They all work really hard, deserve support, and we'll put so much time after this. And like I said, put a lot of time and effort into this and deserve support. Anyways, that if we do that, let's just get on to it. No more distractions. And yep, there's the first part right there. And like I said, link down below, and let's get into it. No more distractions. Okay. A brief section of the video contains images and colors flashing and sudden noise.
I'm back. See, told you it wouldn't take as long this time. Last time,
yeah.
we made brand new plushies for 7 of Sister Location's characters.
I remember
so
those.
Let's tackle the rest,
They
shall
were very
we?
well done.
If you haven't seen that first part, you probably should. It's right here.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, thanks. Before we jump directly into things, though, here's some stuff I gotta mention. First thing, last time, a lot of you asked why my baby plush had brown hair instead of the bright orange that she's typically depicted with.
Yeah.
It's because I based it on her original sister location design, which did have hair with more of a brown tint to it.
I see.
Which I personally prefer to this orange. It's a bit overbearing in my opinion.
Yeah.
However, I do think the shade I chose was a little bit too brown, so there, I fixed it. More accurate.
Perfect.
Second thing, last time I gave you guys 2 options to quote-unquote vote on for how Bonbon would be attached to my Funtime Freddy here, and I got a ton of responses. As I said, this was never meant to be an actual vote, but just from what I saw overall, it seems pretty split down the middle. That was just from eyeballing it though, so just to get a slightly better idea, I took the latest 100 responses I could find in the comments at the time of writing this, of course, to see if there was a majority. And there was. Out of that 100, 40 said 1 and 60 said 2. Clean numbers there, surprisingly. This is a small sample size, of course, so it may not be an entirely accurate way to decide, but I like 2 better anyway. I'm just gonna declare that one the winner and move on. I even saw a couple of people offer up the idea that both shoulders could have magnets, so you could have Bonbon on one and Bonnet on the other if you wanted. And I really like that idea. So cute. And one last thing. Hey, I went to PAX at the beginning of September. Well, a cardboard approximation of myself did while I sat firmly planted in Missouri. Sorry to everyone I tricked on Twitter. I thought it was obvious I was joking, but I guess it wasn't. Psycho YouTuber lies to her fan. Mini-Me got to meet Freddy and Dawko. That was cool. And Cardboard Ishiniki as well. Our little clones had a great time bonding, I'm sure. If you want to see the footage of their wacky adventures while the most enthusiastic FNAF fan ever talks about it, you can watch this video right here. I wish I could speak Japanese and understand him. His excitement is absolutely infectious. I'm planning on actually going in person next year, though, like, for real this time, so hey, look out for that. Bizabizow Hit Seattle will happen one day, I promise.
Hit Seattle.
Alright, that's about it. Let's get into the plushie making, starting with the hardest one. Wow, okay, right into the trenches, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Pissing by yourself, handsome?
Laura is another humanoid animatronic, which means Funko had an absolute conniption. I mean, I get why non-animal plushies are harder to make. With that whole uncanny valley thing, humanoid designs are just a lot easier to mess up. It's just so weird, though, how Funko goes about it. Like, why are they all square? They're allowed to have round heads. Humans often have those. Well, except for that one guy. But this seems to be the baby base again, with altered proportions. She's a bit lankier with a smaller head, which at the very least is accurate to their proportional differences, but it doesn't look good. She kind of reminds me of when you pick up a cat vertically and get to see the actual length of their body, and it's like, whoa, what a strange alien look for this creature. I'm used to seeing them like this all the time. You know, like, you know when that happens. Her ballerina skirt is cute, gotta give her that. And hey, it's thinner material this time. Better than the weird plush one Baby got. This is the only good thing I have to say about this thing, though. It's man, why does she look like that? Funnily enough,
little
there does
wonky.
exist an image of a Funko prototype Ballora plush. And, aside from the weird teeth, this kind of looks better. The head
Yeah.
is rounder and longer, the body shape is more accurate. I'm assuming the reason they changed her was to fit in with the others more, but a shame that we ended up with the slightly worse one at the
Yeah.
end, I guess. Well,
Fortunate.
would have been a shame either way. It's not like this one was spectacular or
It
anything.
really wasn't.
So how do we fix Funko's design here? Once more, I'll just show it and explain. Here's what I did.
Oh,
For the body,
yo.
I used a similar
W.
shape to the puppet in Nightmare Own, with a thinner
Oh.
waist and wider chest.
I like that.
Just with Ballora's shape this time. Scott
I see.
Cawthorn definitely knew what he was doing with this one. Am I right? This series is not for kids. The skirt is pretty much the same as our
No.
babies, just with pink and white instead of the red. Now,
Hey,
I know
W.
some of you were probably saying, hey, Ty, you forgot the little yellow balls on there. But I actually left those out intentionally. I
see.
tried them on to see what they would look like, and they had a bit too much detail density on that lower half for my liking.
Yeah.
I just think the plush looks better without them. But hey, look, there it is on screen, if
Hey,
you prefer
W.
it. There you go. Her head is similar in shape to Baby's, but stretched out vertically to match her model. Her ears are similar to Bidybab's, but also stretched to resemble her ear shape, although
Okay.
exaggerated a bit on the
Yeah.
plush version. And hey, she's even got her cute little earrings. For her
Hey,
hair,
W.
there's this thin plush shape laid over the top of her head, which is meant to be this blue part on her model. The
Yeah.
bun sticking out from this piece on the back was made to look a bit like a pillow or a pin cushion with this hard cap
Hey.
piece squished into the top like
I
this.
like that. I like
I don't
it a
know
lot.
the proper terminology for it. I just thought it looked cute and
I
it
just called
fits
it
her
a donut
aesthetic.
pillow.
And to top everything off, she's got her little pearls on her head and chest.
Yep.
I drew these with hard plastic beads in mind, but I don't know how well those typically stay on plush toys.
Yeah.
I think they'd be quite prone to being accidentally ripped off, so might make
Yeah.
more sense as felt balls. I don't know.
Something
All
like
that together forms an accurate and appealing little Ballora plush toy. Spin her as much as you want. She'll never get sick. Because she's a ballerina.
Yeah.
She's used to spinning. First of the videos done.
Perfect. Yeah. W design though. That was actually super cool. I love it. I love it so much. Okay.
Once more, no Funko plushie for this one. Similar situation to Bidybab. Although I think Minorina is a slight bit more relevant with a dedicated night to them in sister location and their very own Fazbear Fright story. What did you
Yeah.
get, Bidybab? A fucking security breached arcade cabinet where you,
Damn.
you look like this? This looks
Yeah.
like a pretty weird design for a plushie, but we've done both the puppet and Ballora at this point,
Yeah.
and this little critter is essentially a combination of those two.
Yeah, a
Shouldn't
combination
be
of
that
both.
much of a challenge. Here's what I got.
Yeah.
I used a similar body to Ballora's, but with slightly tweaked proportions, like
Yeah.
their smaller chest here. Their head, as expected, is very similar to our puppets,
Yeah.
just with some tweaks to match the model.
With the yellow
Why
eyes.
do
and all
they
that.
look like the puppet, by the way? Has anyone figured that out?
I
I always
really don't
assumed
know.
there was some sort of connection between the two based on that, but I never got any confirmation. I guess that's par for the course with this franchise and its mysteries,
Almost looks like they're made
though.
out of wood,
The
too,
eyes
which
and
is
mouth
strange.
shape are what we see in game, but altered to be cuter. Although
Yeah.
instead of the completely empty default look they have, I opted to use the pupilled version that we see in their jump scare and whatnot,
Yeah.
much like their mystery mini. Without doesn't look as cute to me, but once again, there it is on screen if you like that version better.
Hey, W.
Everything else is as expected. White head,
Everything's
tan
good.
body, pink skirt, white bathing suit, sloppy steaks, white couch, and that's
Okay.
Minorina.
Nice.
Unlike Ballora, it actually will puke if you spin it too much, so stop that.
Okay. That's funny.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to
Okay.
Undertale. Now,
Fun time, Foxy.
You don't
The
have to do that.
fruitiest design to come out of a Republican's brain since. I can't think of another example. I guess
Yeah.
this is just it. This animatronic does indeed have a Funko, but at this point, is that even a good thing? It's not as
Nah.
bad as Funtime Freddy by any means, but
Yeah.
we have some more of that good old cheap printed fabric splashed all over the thing.
Mhm.
Again. This one is an even stranger decision, though, because as mentioned last time, they already have a similar character's plush for us to compare it against directly. FNAF 2's Funtime Foxy, a plush with no printed fabric whatsoever. Why they didn't
Yeah.
just start with that one and add features until they got sister locations Funtime Foxy
will
instead of
never
just making one from the ground up with an entirely different manufacturing strategy is
Yeah.
beyond me, but
And
even
the
if they
square
did, I'd
eyes.
still be here
I hate
fixing them
them.
anyway, so who cares, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, time to do my thing now.
Perfect.
Here's
see how it
Funtime
goes.
Foxy.
Oh,
Although
that
they're
looks
yet
so much
another
better.
Foxy variant,
Ooh, I
they've
love
got a
that.
different head
Little
and
teeth are
snout
adorable
shape
too.
going on, which I tried my best to capture here. However, aside from that, this is pretty much just another Foxy with added details and color changes.
Yep.
We have their cheeks, lips, freckles, bow, speaker, in the same style as our Freddy, of course,
Yeah.
and these little toothsies, which we
Yeah.
haven't used on a closed mouth since OG Foxy.
Yeah.
I thought it made sense to include here. Funtime Foxy's teeth are pretty important to their look, actually. But hey, I know you noticed something on that back view earlier, you rapscallion you. They've got a tail. Unlike Funko's huge tail, though, mine is just a small little thing, curved up like
Nice.
so. I think it fits into our plush proportional style better than
didn't
the
even
huge
see-
one would.
I'm not gonna
Having
lie.
the short, stubby limbs but a long-ass tail on this plushie
A little
just
strange.
doesn't make any sense to me. We shrink things here on Bizabizow.com.
Okay.
Don't get close to me. I will do it. Oh yeah, like
Yo,
Funtime Freddy, I
chill
made
out.
their beta design as well, with
Oh,
lighter
lovely.
purpley shades and no bow tie. And that's it. Funtime Foxy, ready for their
W.
show.
I performed with
Hey,
the
I'm
band
not
ability.
doing anything at the moment. Might as well go see it, right?
Oh. W. Magnificent. Oh, low bit.
Oh my god! It's low bit!
Low bit. Okay. What is this?
As you may know,
Funny
this
though.
character technically debuted in FNAF World as one of those
Yeah.
random recolor NPCs, but
Oh,
a
yeah.
small Easter egg and a custom night slot later, they're now a solidified part of the mainline FNAF canon. Just like regular
Mm-hmm.
Funtime Foxy, though, they do have a Funko, a Target exclusive.
Ooh,
Go ahead, Target shoppers. You can brag. I wouldn't blame you.
I see.
This is just a recolor of Funtime Foxy, so
Mm-hmm.
not much to say here besides, bad. Even worse than the Funtime Foxy, I'd say.
Damn.
Although that might just be my aversion to this color palette speaking.
I
I'm
see.
really not a fan of this orange and purple like this.
That looks a little goofy there.
Sorry, Lolbit fans. Bet you're feeling a little bit lol bitter right now. We have a better Funtime Foxy
Okay.
than Funko does, though, so that means we can make a mighty fine Lolbit out of it. Here's that. The
Hey,
colors have been
W.
changed. The eyeballs are now black with those spooky white pupils
Spooky.
and no eyebrows. Lolbit doesn't have those, if you
Oh,
never noticed.
yeah.
Since Lolbit is just a head in sister location, this doesn't actually give us a full body to use as reference here. So the tail and bow tie colors and whatnot, much like the rest of Lolbit's merch, are taken from the FNAF World design.
Yeah.
Yes, this game has finally wormed its way into a design of mine. I mean, I could have used the help wanted, but they couldn't even be asked to remove the eyebrows completely. 0 out of
So,
10. Do better.
yeah.
So yeah, a quick one for sure. Let's move on.
Lane. Perfect. Oh, of course.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Funtime Chica is actually from Pizzeria Simulator, but I figured Future Ty could benefit from at least
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
one less character on that roster.
True.
She's a Funtime, so
There's a
this
lot
is a
in
good
that
place for her anyway. Every game needs a Chica, right? Another
Yeah.
character without a Funko plush, which makes sense as there's only one Pizzeria Simulator wave.
Mm-hmm.
However, there does exist a good stuff prototype of her. Doesn't change anything. I
Yeah,
just thought that
it's a
was
little weird.
interesting. As this design is extremely similar in shape to Toy Chica, using that one as a base is a perfect way to go about this one. So, let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see how
Here
that
she
goes.
is. Very straightforward. All it took was
W.
creating the new head and beak shape and then adding
beak.
all the other details to her. The notable ones being the breastplate thing, similar to Baby
Oh,
and Biddy Bab,
okay.
the speaker, slightly
cupcake?
obscured again due to the lack of room, and the 3 tufts of hair, done in a similar style to our withered chicas.
Nice.
Oh, and despite being somewhat difficult to see on most of her renders, Funtime Chica does have nostrils.
Oh.
I was writing the script when I noticed that and had to go back and add them. But this ain't all. She's got a cupcake, of course, magnetized to her arm as expected. For this little cretin, I made a few tweaks to our original cupcake and gave it 3 little teeth.
Yeah.
Don't know why this thing would ever need sharp teeth, but very much like William to make that design decision.
Yeah.
Skulls are to Dr.
As
Wiley
expected.
as sharp teeth are to Mr. Afton. Aside from those things, though, really not much else to say about this one. Pretty easy.
Yeah. Well, W looks
Today's
amazing.
all about me.
Okay.
But we do have the cupcake itself now.
Oh.
And, you know, this is going to be kind of a sad one. Aside from the skin cupcakes from Special Delivery, which, let's be honest, even if I do get to that game, there's no way in hell I'm giving all these their own individual plushes separate from their respective chicas. This will be our very last cupcake to give a plush.
I see.
So, as much joy that these little things have put in our hearts, I think they deserve a little bit of a send-off.
Okay.
Here you go, folks. Our final cupcake.
Send us off then.
Funtime cupcake. So, I took the OG cupcakes and changed the colors and made the eyes closer together.
A little closer together.
Added the mouth with
Add the mouth.
teeth.
Yes. Mouth with teeth.
And added the little lines to the base part. Wait,
Yeah. Lines.
what do you mean there's a Glamrock cupcake now?
What? Huh?
And that brings
There
us
is?
to our final sister location animatronic.
I see.
The body snatching, fighter jet attacking, spaghetti man himself, Ennard.
Ennard. This disgusting
No, I wasn't
creature.
joking about the fighter jet thing. That's an actual video someone made. Does
yeah.
anyone
I know
remember
that.
that?
I do. That was off-putting.
Unfortunate that the fan
Okay.
favorite from this game also happens to be the least plushiable,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term. I mean,
It's
you
the
can just
strangest
tell
one you could
by
probably
looking at
to
Funkos
make it
here.
into one.
Dude, that's a Who from Whoville. Or like
Okay.
that one Sonic cosplay that I hate looking at. Why'd I put that on screen? What? The
Why?
shrimp
Why
body
would you
strikes
do that?
again, this time with this line pattern thing meant to resemble the wire body, I guess.
Yeah.
Strange way to simplify them too. They just drew these few wire shapes on the torso and a couple on each hand and called it a day. They did
did,
use a
though.
ridgy textured fabric though, which is kind of neat, at least
Yeah.
better than nothing. Doesn't make the weird
something.
knobby limbs look any less bad though. However, the face
Weird.
is the real doozy here. On Ennard's
Really
mask in
disgusting.
game, you can see these defined raised cheeks that then kind of smoothly ramp down to be flush with the rest of the surface.
Yeah.
And you can tell that Funko tried to do the same thing here on the plush, but it just ended up as this long plush sausage shape on his face,
Yeah.
which gives it more of a hamster kind of look. A bit Jake the Dog-esque
Jake the
even.
Dog, okay.
Quite silly. The most egregious mistake, though, were the eyebrows. For some reason, they gave him 2 when you can clearly see that his model only has 1.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. None?
Huh?
No. Just 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Should be.
No, wait. It's 2, though. Yeah, sorry.
This
It's
is
clearly 2.
inconsistent here.
But I think it might actually be 1, though. Oh, and they forgot that this whole white part is just a mask and not his actual face. This shouldn't be white back
Yeah.
here. But whatever. Everyone knows that one's Garbo. Let's make our own Ennard plush,
Disgusting.
eh?
Literally disgusting. Let's do this one.
So here he is.
W.
Way better, I hope.
Yeah.
Getting his
that's a
mask
lot
slash
better.
face right was definitely my main priority here.
Yeah.
Proper shape with ears and all. And to make sure we
Perfect.
avoided the chipmunk face, I just gave him 2 separated round cheeks on either side of his mouth
That's really
instead of
cool.
one continuous shape. Said mouth has been cutified like the others, by the way.
Yeah.
The mask does look like a proper mask this time as well. It's rounded on the front but flat on the back, connected to the smaller plush half meant to look like the back of his endoskeleton head.
Yo,
As is
W.
customary with these types of plush design elements, though, this would likely require some plastic or cardboard on the inside to keep this rigid form. On a lot of Ennard merch, they tend to depict his right eye as just a mess of wires. I'm assuming because most of his renders make it look like this is the case. However, that's actually not correct. Ennard's right eye is just a drooped eyelid. A smaller portion of eyeball is showing. You can barely see it on these renders, but it's a lot easier to see on his maskless jump scare here. Oh, and since Ennard can't for the life of him decide how many eyebrows he has, I made both versions. I'll personally stick with this one though. I like it better. The body is about the same shape as our Ballora, just with longer arms to reflect Ennard's freakish ones. For his chest, I did a similar thing to Yendo here by giving him a lighter web-like portion meant to represent this part of his design. Probably the most iconic part of Ennard's look, however, is how much of a messy man he is. I kept the lines and seams and whatnot on his body symmetrical, but added that bit of messiness in with these little threads sticking out everywhere. No extra body eyeballs though. I don't think there's any way to make those look cute. And to top it all off, he's got his little party hat, complete with cute little puffball. By the way, these little party hats that I see all the time in birthday parties and media and cartoons and whatnot, never encountered them. I have never been to a birthday party with these things, not once. Either I've been lied to my entire life, or I have been ripped off. I want my party hat. And that is our final sister location plushie. We did it. Every single FNAF sister location animatronic now has a plushie concept to their name, courtesy of your friendly neighborhood bimbo, Bizabizow. Now, this is normally where I'd say like, whoa, this is so much fun, whoa, which, I mean, is true still, but I'm running out of ways to say it. I don't need to repeat myself for the billionth time, do I? Oh, well, I guess I sort of just did, didn't I? Now, the total number of FNAF animatronics in our FNAF plushie collection is 63.
63.
And if you include the 2 puppets I made for fun, 65.
Perfect.
And if you include all the bonus recolors as well, 72.
72.
And if you include the movie ones, 78.
78.
My hands hurt. As always, let me know what you think of these guys, and tell me what one is your favorite, too. Next time, as long as I don't do another bonus episode in between, we'll be doing Pizzeria Simulator. And I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, this is absolutely going to be more than one part. There are a lot of animatronics in this one.
There are so many.
I'm never going to run out of plushies to make, am I?
Probably not.
Oh, God.
Especially if the next game comes out and we just get more.
I need to get my mind off of this. Hold on.
Mike?
Oh, him? No, he's good. I modded him. I just use him for YouTube now.
What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you have a fantastic day. And today we are playing a brand new FNAF game called Ty.
What?
Ty?
What?
Shut off the video, Ty.
What?
Shut it off right now. Right now, shut it.
And I'd like to thank my Skrunklies over on Patreon. Thank you for supporting me. Prism, April B, Creative JK, Adelaide Parade, Soy Sauce Flavored Tide Pod, Chico Mode,
Okay, I'm gonna just let the activity stuff end up there. That was a little strange. That didn't need bit. I don't mind it. And for do that, let me just go down to my actual general thoughts on the actual stuff here. Starting off with the main 3 factors here of the actual just in general. Plushie designs themselves here, the actual commentary, and the actual video editing stuff here. Let's get down to it. Now, first of all, the plushie designs themselves here are fantastic. Oh my, like, it was amazing. I love every single one of them. They look so adorable. And overall, I would probably buy each and every one of them with all my money. And literally just get them as soon as I could. But aside from the actual, just no plushie designs themselves here. Look really accurate to the models themselves in game. And overall, I really, what's the word for it? Like, I'm trying to find the words, like, very tied to the... No, give me a second now. I'll think of the right words. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know the words, but overall, it's very honorable to the game itself here. Very, very, very well designed. Like, each of the plushie designs themselves here are so peak, so nice, and so good, and I love each and every one of them. And overall, they're really cool. They're really nice, like adorable, and overall not too scary, but also not too not too disaccurate from the actual models themselves here to just cause a disservice. Like I said, I love the models or the actual just plush designs themselves here. The overall really peak, really cool and are very creative in terms of how they kind of and how they use details from the actual models themselves here in game. I liked it a lot. It's overall very cool and overall very well done, and I love it just so much. Aside from that, without any ado, let's get onto the actual let's get into the actual just the next thing here, the actual just no commentary stuff. Let's get onto it. Now, of course, going on to the actual commentary itself here, I loved it. This video was incredibly funny and just so well done. I just enjoyed it a ton. It was incredible and just so cool. And overall, like I said, I just found so much enjoyment from the actual stuff here. Like I said, just Bizabizow is such an amazingly funny creator themselves here, and overall just so talented in terms of their skills in drawing and designing, and just kind of making every one of the plushes themselves here look it's just game accurate as possible. And overall, I loved it a lot. And aside from that, just no commentary itself being incredibly funny and incredibly creative, and overall very fun. It's also very detailed. It gets through a lot of the details themselves of the plushes themselves and what steps would probably be needed to, well, at least if a model is different, be like Bizabizow does explain that either a model would need a little bit of maybe hard plastic or maybe a little bit of cardboard, something along those lines. And like I said, just kind of it explains stuff, but overall explains stuff in a very fun way, and I like that. I like that a lot. That is overall very cool and overall very hard to do. It's very hard to make uninteresting stuff interesting, and overall hard to make very boring stuff into a fun thing to talk about. But aside from that, overall, the way Bizabizow does it, incredibly creative and overall very cool, and I love it just so much. Aside from that, let's get onto the actual let's get onto the actual video editing itself here. Now, of course, for the actual video editing itself, it is overall very creative, very well done, so cool, and overall so solid. I love it so much. It's so well put together, from the backgrounds to the memes to the little, these little middle segments where they just include either gameplay or just just the Bizabizow model, or just the actual just little drawing model. All of that just is so well put together, so well done, just so well shot, and overall so cool. I loved it a lot. It was spectacular and overall such an enjoyable experience throughout the entirety of the video stuff here. I loved it. Anyways, moving on from that though, like I said, that basically just kind of end off the actual first part of the actual stuff here. The actual just kind of just general analysis here. Now, without further ado, let's get on to the actual deep dive itself here. Let's not use too much time. Now, before I get to the deep dive, please go check out the actual original stuff here. They worked really hard into their support, like I said. Link down below. Go check them out. They deserve it. They really did. And they put so much time, so much effort into making the video as funny and overall as cool and interesting as possible, while also just showing off the designs themselves here, which probably took also a lot of time to create, think out, and overall just probably took a lot of time to brainstorm how to make it as cute as possible, but also making it more as accurate to the game model themselves as possible. Like I said, probably had a really tough time. They probably had a really tough time doing that for like all 72 models themselves that they've made here. So I said, please go give them the props. Aside from that, and if you do, also go ahead and while you're checking them out, also go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, as it just helps so much the channel stuff here. It just helps me out a ton. I really do appreciate it. And of course, I will be adding these last two videos to the actual to the actual playlist that I have on the actual just Bizabizow plushie videos. And of course, I'll leave a link to the actual I'll just leave one of the end cards here for the actual full playlist, at the end of the video. Aside from that, just overall, like, subscribe, helps me out just a ton of the actual channel stuff here, and like I said, just help support me in such a great way. If you want to go ahead and do that, I really do appreciate that. Please consider doing that. And aside from that, also go ahead and hit the bell icon for the next time I upload. And of course, if you want to go ahead and be notified for any future Bizabizow videos that I do probably upload on the channel stuff here, go ahead and hit the bell icon. But aside from that, without any further ado, let's get on to the actual, two more things actually. One of which, comment section down below. Detail me your favorite Bizabizow model itself here, whether it's from one of the previous videos, one of the maybe just one of the maybe the movie videos. Like I said, leave your thoughts pinned on just your favorite Bizabizow plushie here in the comments down below. I do think my favorite either has to be Nightmare Fredbear, or I think one of my favorites has to be like one of the main four. It's like Foxy looks amazing here, but I think Freddy is like my favorite. I love Freddy. He looks amazing in the actual just as a plushie. Overall, very solid. Aside from that though, without any further ado, like I said, go ahead and detail your favorite Bizabizow plush, not only in her video, but also here, if you want to go ahead and do that there. And aside though, without any further ado, like I said, one last thing here. Please also go ahead and consider hitting the share button as well. Here, it helps me out a ton in terms of spreading the actual Trish channel itself here and kind of just spreading the name out there. But aside though, with all being said and done, let's get on to the actual Trish deep dive itself here. Let's not use too much time. Now though, going on to Trish deep dive itself here, I do want to say I love Trish the actual Trish designs themselves here. They're so good, and like just look at Bellora's design here. Like it is so spectacular. Well, not this one. This one, I love it. I love it so much. The pearls, the earrings, the like just the closed eyelids here, and of course just the skirt. Amazing. I love it so much. And yeah, they had to use a very similar model to the actual Nightmare on here, with like this slimmer waist right here, and then of course just this sort of well, interesting middle segment itself here. But aside from that, like I said, overall, I like how they kind of just also added, things that are very intrinsic to Ballora. The bun, the actual just, earrings themselves here. And like I said, the actual just, little skirt here, little pearls. I love it. I love it so much. It is spectacular and just so well done. I love it so much. And like I said, there's a good, like I said, I love this thing. I love this thing. It looks so cool. But for the life of me, I don't know what these little pillows are. I just call them like pillow donuts for just to get my mind off of it, but I really don't know what they're called. So I'm with you on that one, Bizabizow. Aside from that though, love the design here for just the actual mini-arenas themselves here. A little plain looking, but to be fair, the actual mini-arenas themselves here are very plain. Like they literally look like just half budgeted like wooden dolls here, which is exactly the type. Like honestly, that's exactly the kind of thing I'm getting from this. It looks like it's made out of wood. It looks like it's made out of either a very wood like plastic, or just made out of wood with like metal sockets and like magnets, which is overall very interesting. And I don't know how this thing moves, and I don't know how any of this thing works, because it is literally just a doll that is like smaller than it's essentially making an action figure, and somehow this thing is able to climb into your suit and jump scare you and kill you, which I don't understand. I really don't understand that. Some weird futuristic like mechanical work, I don't know, like that, some of that. Aside from that, moving on from the actual miniatures themselves here, going on to Funtime Foxy. I love Funtime Foxy's designs themselves here. It looks spectacular, it looks really cute, it looks really adorable, and I love it just so much. It is incredible, and overall so cool. I love it. Not only from the actual just little two fangry guy here, but from, like I said, everything looks so good. The eyes, the ears, the plush, the blush, and of course the little speaker they got there. I love it so much. And then of course the tail. Fantastic work there. Fantastic work there. I love it. I love it so much. Aside from that though, going on to low bit here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We really don't have a low bit we don't really have too much of a low bit, which is like full model. So I understand they had to take a little bit of inspiration from the actual FNAF World game itself there. But aside from that, overall, I do think that it would look a very similar to Funtime Foxy, if not the exact same, with just different colors. But like I said, just overall, I love everything here. Just the actual, just in general, like darkened eyes, white pupils, very adorable, very accurate, so cool. And of course, the little tuft of hair. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's so cool and very well done. Aside from that, going on to Funtime Chica, they didn't really have to add this. They really didn't. Well, okay, they really didn't have to add this here, which I appreciate that. I love this model. It looks incredible. Not only that, from the actual cupcake itself here to the Funtime Chica, but like I said, just everything looks so cool and so well done. From the half blocked speaker, which is like I said, to be fair, it makes sense. Running out of space for the detail itself there. Aside from such as the actual faceplate thing there, very well done, very well executed, so cool. I love it. And of course, like I said, they kind of made it look a little different from Toy Chica, which is very good. And like I said, it would look a little weird if it did look like Toy Chica a lot more. As Toy Chica has more of a roundish kind of head here, like we're trying to find a good, yeah, has more of a roundish head with longer kind of just like hair tufts. So I'm really glad they went more with the actual maybe pear shape here. I really appreciate that. That's over very cool, very well done, and very well put together. Then of course the actual cupcake itself here, very adorable, very cutesy. I love it. Even if it does have weird teeth in the middle of itself here, that they really didn't need to add. And then of course the final plush we do get here for the actual stuff here, entered, and overall it looks incredible. I mean, what else can I say? It looks incredible. Not this one. No, not this one. Get out of here. This one. Like the little wires they got sticking out here, the little hat, the adorable little eyebrows, and just little droopy eye. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then of course with the back part here, with the mask being an actual mask, chef's kiss. Such dedication, such accuracy here. I love it so much. It is spectacular. And overall, like I said, just overall, it's so cool. It looks so cool, and overall, I love it. I love it so much. The detail they add here is very, very tight to the game itself. Very tight. I still can't think of that word. It's very accurate to the game itself here. Something along those lines. Like I said though, it's just so well put together, so well done. Like I said, I love every part of the actual stuff here. I love all the details they include here. I'm loving all the details that they probably took out, like maybe some of the more intricate things like the teeth, maybe the little gaps where you can see like the actual metal wires and all that. And then of course with Ennard's case, basically most of its body. Like literally, what even is Ennard? It looks disgusting. Well, to be fair, it's Ennard is a very interesting creature. I mean, just like look at this thing. It's a mess. It's a mess, and I doubt anybody else but Bizabizow could make this into a very adorable plushie. To be fair though, this does look, it looks good. It looks good. It looks a little odd though in terms of just the eyes themselves being a little strange here. But as I said, overall everything else looks incredible. Just the actual design itself here is very cutesified, or very, what's the word for it? That's not the word for it. It's like a very cutesy. I don't know. That's not the right word I would pick here. It's made into a very adorable style itself here, and overall very much enjoyed that. Aside from such as the actual plush designs themselves here are very intricate, very accurate, but also very, very well executed. And overall, like I said, just look not only fully accurate to the game itself, but also very adorable. And overall, like I said, something that you would want to buy, something that you probably want to curl up next to, or maybe just have on your bed here. Like I said, overall though, I love it. I love it so much. It is spectacular and overall so cool, and overall very nice. Side note to designs themselves, just get onto the actual commentary stuff here. Like I said, just Bizabizow is so creative and so funny with all of these little segments here. Like just this segment with the cupcake is overall incredible. Like look at this.
So, as much joy that these little things have put in our hearts, I think they deserve a little bit of a send off. Here you go, folks.
Listen to this. What is this?
And made the eyes closer together.
And Bizabizow is talking during this video. You just have to listen very, very hard. Astronaut's final goodbye message to wife and daughter. Okay. Aside from that, like I said, overall, I love it. The commentary stuff is spectacular. Like, look at this. Just
Designed to come out of a Republican's brain since,
I'm a little late there. Okay.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Undertale. Now,
Fun time, Foxy. The fruitiest design to come out of a Republican's brain since. I can't think of another example. Like, I guess this is just it. This animatronic.
Yeah. Try to think of anything else, but I honestly couldn't. Aside from that, like I said, just the commentary stuff here is super funny, super creative, super entertaining, and like I said, it's perfect. It's so cool, and I love it. Bizabizow truly has like a style here that overall works that works, and is overall so, what's the word for it? Very, very entertaining. And I like that. I like that a lot. I love it just so much here. And it's overall spectacular and overall so nice. Aside from like such as overall without any further, like I said, just no commentary stuff here. Very funny, very hilarious. Overall, very detailed when it comes to the actual players' designs themselves here, in terms of like maybe details they included, details they didn't include, and of course reasons as to why certain details are not there, and certain details why they are there. Like I said, I love it. I love how they kind of get into the nitty gritty of their designs themselves, and I like how they kind of talk more about them. Like I said, it kind of gives you an introspective on how come Funko couldn't do certain things here. Now, of course, we know the real reason. We know the real reason. All of these cost money. Money. That's why they're lazy about it. Aside from that, and like I said, just the actual designs themselves here, and like I said, the Bizabizow's commentary on the designs is overall very cool, very nice, and overall I love it so much. That and though, let's get on to the actual let's get down to the actual video editing itself here. Like I said, in terms of the actual video editing itself here, I love how they kind of include a beginning segment where they kind of just have a little bit of a little funny meme there, and then of course they'll have like this little commentary here, as well as just like getting like certain pictures and designs and just kind of placing them on screen. Everything looks so fluid and so creative. It's just so nice. And like I said, it just looks cool. And of course, this little segment where they got balloons spinning was overall very funny, and I love that just so much. Like, look at this.
Because she's a ballerina.
You love to see it though. You love to see it. I love it. I love it so much. Like I said, video editing and stuff here goes crazy. All the memes, all the little designs themselves, and of course just every like little just like interruption here. It's just like little thing that they include here is overall spectacular, super nice, and it was so cool. I love it so much, and it kind of adds a little bit more of a not like a jump scare, but maybe more of a little surprise that keeps you engaged with the actual stuff here. Since this video is more like a 20-minute little show here, and I love that so much. That's spectacular. That's so cool, and overall so nice. And overall, I love it. Anyways, now any further ado though, let's get on to the actual. Let's get on to the actual. Just that. I think that's it. Yeah, I think I actually got through all my points here. So like I said, without any further ado, check it out. Link down below. Go ahead, check it out for yourself here. I've made this video double its length, which is incredible. I'm the biggest yapper on the world. Like I said, just please go check the actual video stuff here. They work really hard to support. And like I said, I'm gonna leave a link right there, the end card right there, and of course there's a link at the end card right here. So please go check the actual video stuff here. They work really hard to support. And of course, another end card right here for my playlist of all the Bizabizow videos. They're a little long in terms of me kind of just yapping my head off about each of the designs themselves and what I liked about them. Like I said, if you want to go ahead and listen to that, those mini yap sessions, go ahead and check those out. But aside of that, have a great day. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Also, go ahead and if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Helps out so much with the channel stuff here. Just help me out a ton. So please consider doing that. And overall, like I said, just it really helps out a lot. Aside from liking and subscribing, another way you can probably keep up with the channel stuff here is through the actual just notification bell. If you want to go ahead and get the notifications for any future Bizabizow video or any other video in general from the channel stuff here, hit the bell icon. That's kind of what it's there for. And aside from that though, also go ahead and hit the comment section down below and let me know your guys' thoughts, opinions on the actual stuff here. Whether you liked it, you hated it, that's really funny, or you didn't find it funny at all. Like I said, just leave your thoughts, opinions on the actual stuff here down below. And of course, what was your favorite design for Bizabizow's little plushies here? Like I said, I'm probably gonna have to pick Nightmare Fredbear or Nightmare in general because they're my favorite design in just general. I love Nightmare. They are terrifying, but overall, in a really creative way, and I love it so much. Aside from that, just overall, leave your thoughts, opinions on those plushies, and of course your favorite in the comments down below. And of course, now if you're like I said, just have a good one. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and like I said, like, subscribe, comment, notification bell, and last thing right here. Please also go ahead and consider hitting the share button as well here. Helps me out so much as creator stuff. You're kind of just in spreading the name of the channel stuff out there and kind of just spreading awareness for the channel stuff here as well. Like I said, you don't really have to do that, but like I said, just help me out a lot. So like I said, take care, stay safe, have a good day, and of course, if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling sick, then of course take plenty of medicine, get plenty of rest, and of course just take care of yourself. Okay? And I'll be seeing you boys in the next video later on. Okay? But for now though, bye bye. And also yeah. I think that's it. So yeah, later.